Watch what you say.
It's true, the camera does add 15.
I don't like the, I gotta get out of this view.
Yeah. Yes, it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
Again, yes, sir.
Does it add a lot of gray hair and stuff? All that gray stuff.
Space, coming in, all the innovators, it's quite interesting.
That's
As
got,
long as you're not seeing scouts.
Good stories over there. Some good topics.
I'll bet.
Yeah,
I'll bet. Spent a lot of time in FBOs in the day.
yeah.
Any inside scoop on, what happened to Harvey's or Hoppajet airplane?
No, well, some people, there was a couple of pilots over there that knew some of
Yeah, very small. All right. Good evening, we'll call the meeting to order. Stand for the pledge, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Craig,
Present.
Mr. Mount,
Here.
Ms. Fowler,
Here.
Ms. Curry, Mr. Whitmore,
Here.
Mr. Boss. Mr. Boss,
Here.
Mr. Granger, Mr. Doherty,
Present.
Mr. Byrd.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum for all business items. Move to the agenda. Kevin, is there any changes or modifications to the agenda as presented to the public?
Negative, sir.
Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I move to approve the agenda.
Mr. Muller, seconded by Mr. Whitmore. Anybody in opposition? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. And on to the minutes. The motion to approve the minutes of the January 18th meeting as presented.
I move to approve the
Moved by
minutes.
Mr. Muller and seconded by Mr. Ross. Is there any discussion, changes, apprehension about the minutes?
The font is okay.
Hearing none, is there any opposition to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. Kevin, action items A.
All right, approval of invoices. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tonight for board's consideration, we have invoices for Merritt Island, Space Coast, and Harper Dunn. First up is Merritt Island, the North Corporate Hangar project. We have a construction invoice from C&D Construction, payout number 8 for $112,735.55. We also have a payout for FP&L for reimbursement of the new transformer and power connection to said North Corporate Hangar, which is $14,057.06. Then we also have AWAS design and bidding and construction for $5,248.78. Here at Space Coast for runway 1836 design and bidding services for November and December payouts for AVCON, payout number 5. $66,617.50, and then payout number 6 is $71,000. And then we also have Challenger Avenue Extension design, payout number 7 for AVCON, $18,420.80. And then finally at X21 for the AWAS construction, AVCON payout number 14 for $4,190.55. Happy to answer any questions.
Your motion to approve the invoices as presented. So moved by Mr. Boss, second by anybody. Bring that Mr. Mount. Is there any questions or comments? Just one question, Kevin, just for just so we have another record, is when you put 415 Manor Drive, is that the address of the?
That's the new address. Yes, sir.
Just want to make sure you mentioned that. That's not how it's written on the. Okay. Sorry, any other questions or comments? Call the question. All in favor of the approval of the invoices presented, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Ready? On to Justin.
All right, project updates. Corporate Hangar Merritt Island is nearing completion. They paid this past week. The board paid. Power is still slightly delayed. They came to put the transformers out for the 3-phase power, but they have not connected it to the building yet. FPL said they can have that done by the middle of March, but they think it's gonna be a lot sooner.
So we have, I think just striping the parking lot and the ramp.
Yeah, the fence work,
Punch list.
and some grass, some sodding, and then next, in 2 weeks from today, they'll do a punch list walkthrough, final walkthrough.
Almost done.
Almost there. New projects, the AWASs, both at Arthur Dunn and Merrill Island are moving along pretty quick. The slabs are poured, power has been run, it's not been connected yet, but it's almost there. The towers are both up at Merrill Island and Arthur Dunn. So we're thinking another 30 days and we'll be online for both Merrill Island and Arthur Dunn. And the one at Merrill Island, there's got a nice view. We'll leave a nice little path so you can go sit up there and have a picnic on top of the hill.
It really is nice.
Challenger Avenue Extension, we just got the 90% drawings we're doing. That should be wrapping up here in the design portion here in the next month. Runway 1836 design, the rehab design. We just went through the 30% design review. The contractor has come up with a schedule plan that the project is going to cost a substantial amount of money. And the FAA only gives you so much. And so we're looking at creative ways in case the bids come back high that we can get this project done. So we've broken it apart. The safety area, the approach in 1.8, which is what we got written up for last year for the berm. That's one separate bid schedule, and then the north and south end of the run will be split up. We might be able to do it all at once. It depends on how the bids come in. Might have to break it up into basis.
Right now, they have $9 to $10 million programs for us for next year. The feds and FDOT want to do it in one phase, but we'll see where the bids come out.
It's going to go to bid in April, so right around the corner. Noise complaints, not a whole lot for the three airports. We've had one aggressive one this past week for Arthur Dunn. I think we took care of that though. We took care of that. Operations, Arthur Dunn 62 average today. Titusville is actually their Space Coast is coming up busier than Maryland for some reason right now. There might be a lull in the students down there. We're talking to some tenants, and it's kind of slowed down a little bit right now. Business
I
wise.
noticed more of them coming up here.
Yeah, we do. It is getting busier up here, which is good.
Not on Sunday morning,
No.
because they start texting me.
Oh, really?
Is that a first?
The Titusville beats out around, yeah. Since we've been recording, yeah. It's cool. It's good.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's it. Any questions?
Are we getting the funding all together for the Challenger extension?
So we have half of it right now through Spaceport. We're actually waiting for the executed contract to come back. We're definitely going to need some more help, and I think we're going to get some. It just depends on who's going to go into those facilities. They're talking about a groundbreaking in the next 6 months, but they don't want to start construction until they pre-leased at least one of the buildings. And you saw signs around the property that they put up. So it's going good. They just started nationally advertising the project, so they're definitely getting some interest.
Way. Walter Drive. You interested?
That's it.
You never want a roadway named after you. Just saying. Or any sort of wisdom. Yeah.
Thanks, Chuck.
Does anyone have any questions on the check register? Sounds good. So we'll move on to the financial statements, preliminary financial statements for January 2024. So current assets are at 2.6 million. Non-current capital assets is at 71.1 for total assets at 73.8, and deferred outflows of resources is 277,837. We'll move on to the income statement. Current liabilities, it's just under $1 million at 970,984. Non-current liabilities, it's at 1.5 million. Our total liabilities is 2.5. Deferred inflows at 4.7. Net investment in capital assets is at 65.8, and then you have a total net position of 66.8. Now we have the income statement for the 4 months ending January 31st, 2024. The total operating revenue is at 1.3 million. Operating expenses are a little over $1 million, and depreciation is at 859,714. So we have total operating expenses of 1.8, which leaves us at a loss of $570,027. Then total non-operating expenses are 4,325. And the gain before contributions or loss, which we actually have, is 574,352. Capital contributions are a little over $1 million. So our change in that position is $495,675, leaving us again with a net position of 66.8. Okay, so we'll move on to the budget to actual. There's really nothing standing, we should be about 33% of our budget on the line items, considering we're in the 4th month right now. I know the building leases, there was a question that came up last month as to why that is above. It's about 62.53%. And that is because we did not include in the budget camp fees and wing fees. And those are up this year compared to the expenses that were incurred last year. So there is a bit of a difference on those. For this building, clearly. So that's about all I have on this part, unless you guys have any questions.
Do you have any questions?
55% into the year, we're only 4 or 5 months into it. We comfortable that things are gonna balance out by the end of the year?
Yes.
I think so. We've been kind of metering stuff, but still getting stuff done. So I mean, I think we presented a really good budget this year that was very realistic. So feel very comfortable with it.
Okay.
I think we all do.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the line items that's bringing that total expense is, marketing, but that we probably didn't budget enough for that because we're still trying to get.
Say that again, Kristen.
Marketing.
The marketing's at like 70%
Yeah.
Usage ready. Yeah. It's not a huge amount, but it
It really makes a
it
difference
shifts
in
the entire
percentage.
thing over from a percentage standpoint.
Yes, it does.
I need just a little lesson
Okay.
on the preliminary statement of net position. We talk about deferred outflow related to pensions.
Right.
Does that mean that that's an obligation that we have to pay, that we haven't paid?
It is an obligation that we have to pay. It's predicting the future cost of what our pension liability will be for people who might still be remaining in the plan, that aren't active employees to include active employees.
So it's accrued pensions that we haven't paid and don't have any way to pay. Is it something that we just have to hold?
No, we have the ability to pay it out, but of course we wouldn't have to pay that sum at one time. It's over a period of time.
It's not due yet,
Right, but,
so it's future, they're projecting the future.
right, and GASB, all entities put that, on the balance sheet.
So we'll never be on one day required to pay.
I'll call Michael
We
Don.
wouldn't be expected to. It might be a little bit of somebody retires, or is that how that?
Correct, and it depends on which plan they're in. There's the pension plan and the investment plan. So it's all based off of their elections when they retire as to how they will receive their income and the amount that they'll receive, whether it's pension and then investment, is pretty much a set amount.
Did we allocate in our cash flow projections then, anticipation of paying this in any way, or is it just on this statement?
It is pretty much just on this statement, it's budgeting, for the
We don't
current year.
budget for it then.
No, we just budget for the current year and what we're having to put into retirement. Because that is what we're liable for.
By not budgeting for it, is that a problem for us or not? I don't think so. That's all I have. Thanks for the lesson.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I hope it helped.
I want to. Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bird.
I'll spy on the legal front.
Really?
I guess so. For now. I keep trying to fuck up this messing stuff up. Let's get sued. Let's do this thing.
Exhausting. Can I change my seat, please?
Nobody wants to next.
All right, time for, Kevin, actually, is there anything else you need to discuss or bring forward?
No, the only thing I would announce is it just got announced that we'll be receiving $2 million under the FAA's Aviation Terminal Program, ATP program for our new air traffic control tower. So that was kind of a big one. We really fought hard for that. Worked very closely with Senator Rubio and Congressman Posey's office on that. So appreciate their help with that. So that'll be, I guess the announcement officially came out yesterday.
We'll have to invite them down for dedication.
Of course, yeah, it'll be a big groundbreaking when you can do start construction. We're still working with
Is that what
FAOT.
is that what Roger's name?
Julie? So, yeah, that was a big deal. We fought really hard for that. So.
Good. All right, any members have any comments, reports?
I don't have anything.
Out of here?
Just a question. I'm getting on around the grounds. When are hangar inspections going to begin? Everybody wants to know when to get their fire extinguishers updated.
Right. It's probably springish.
Yeah, it probably, we literally just finished 3 months ago, so it's back into the swing of things again.
Okay.
It's almost a full-time job, so I would say probably April.
Okay. I'll get the word out.
We'll put papers up and start taking reservations.
I was remiss in acknowledging that Mr. Voss is the new treasurer. Based on his absence from last month. Congratulations.
He was here like an hour early today. He didn't become chairman. You picked the wrong
I accept graciously.
You can go back and look at the minutes to see how that all unfolded.
I have.
Is there any member of the public that would like to comment or bring anything forward to the board?
This is Don White.
Hey, Don, thought you were there. Thank you. Go ahead.
I just want to give you an update on our Young Eagles program we had on January 27th. Mr. Voss helped us out, so thank you, Al. But we had a wonderful day. Two-Fly was able to reduce their workload on the airport, so we flew 116 kids that day, and it was beautiful weather. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for your support. And our next one's going to be April 27th, which will probably fly about the same. I couldn't believe it. We had a limit of 120 kids registered, and about 95% of the people showed up, and then a few walk-ups, but which was almost unheard of. It was such a beautiful day. So everything worked out. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Don. Thanks for all you do there.
They really run a good program. I popped over Saturday. There was a machine over there, so it's impressive. Yeah, very, very organized. One of the most organized Young Eagles I've ever seen. So thanks to them.
Fantastic. All right. Is there any more business to come before the board? For better, faster meetings, appreciate it. We are adjourned.
Thank you.